Hey guys, my name is Claudia, owner and director of Vice City Dance Company. Here I have a Vice City student, Marissa. She's going to help us out today. Today we're going to be talking about pirouette turns, from the positioning to a beginner single turn to a little bit more advanced triple turn. We're going to talk about all the things you need to be able to land a solid turn, whether it's 1 or 3 or 8 turns. Pretty much everything applies to any one of them. So if you want to learn how to turn, stay watching. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the positioning. So whether you're a beginner dancer or an intermediate advanced dancer, if your positioning is incorrect, you are not going to get anywhere. So the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to go from top to bottom. We're going to talk about our head and our arms and shoulders. So obviously shoulders down. Turn to the side, Marissa, for a second. So shoulders down, put your hands in first position. There. For a pirouette turn, you want your hands to be aligned with your shoulders. So it's going to look, turn. It's going to be right above your chest. You don't want them to be too low, bring them down. And you also obviously don't want them to be too high. So you want them to be right in front of you, right across your chest. Elbows aligned with your shoulders, with your wrists, and with your fingers. Head up, chin up, shoulders down, nice and strong. The next thing we're going to talk about is your belly and your core position. This is probably one of the most important parts of your turn. So what I like to tell my students is to guide themselves by their shorts or by their bellies. So you see Marissa's leggings have a straight line across from her belly button. So if, lift up your hip for a second. If you see your leggings going down in a diagonal, that means that your core and your hips are not in the correct position. You want it to be kind of like a rectangle. So think of your upper body to the sides of your belly and your hips as a rectangle. So you want that rectangle to stay upright. If the rectangle is twisted up this way or in the opposite direction or leaning forward or leaning back, turn to the side so they can kind of see. You want to keep your stomach nice and tight, not sucking in your belly, because the minute that you suck in your belly, Marissa, your rib cage is going to come out. So that's not what you want. Sucking in your belly does not mean a tight core. Sucking in your belly just means you're sticking out your hips from the back and your rib cage is coming out. You want everything to be tucked in, again, like a rectangle. You always want to think about that rectangle, or that's core positioning. You want your toe to be right on that knee. You do not want your heel to touch your thighs or your knee. Your heels have to stay separated. The only thing touching is your big toe. All right. You want your knee to be aligned with your hip in a 90-degree angle. Put your knee a little bit higher. If your knee comes high, you're gonna risk your passe disconnecting. So you wanna bring that 90-degree, there you go, and now drop it lower. If you drop it lower, you are no longer in a passe, so your turn is just going to be incorrect. All right, so I have shifted the camera down to the floor because before we start working on turns, you need to have a very strong core. If your core, meaning all of your abdominal and back area, and all of this is not strong, you are not gonna be able to hold your body up in a turn. So the very first thing I like to do when working on turns is working on abs. So I'm going to show you 3 specific exercises that I really like, that they're very, very functional for this specific exercise. Okay, so the first one we're going to work on is going to be leg raises. So Marissa, lay down for me, please. You're going to put your hands right underneath your lower back. Lift your head off the ground. You can keep your head on the floor, but if you're already a little bit more advanced, lifting the head and the shoulders slightly from the floor is just going to engage your core a little bit more. So feet together, pointed, you're just going to go up and down without touching the floor. Keep going. The most important thing is to not arch your back. So Marissa, when you go down now, I want you to arch your back so you can show how it's incorrectly done. So see how her back is lifting? Right there, she is no longer using her core, so it's not going to work. You want to leave your back completely or as much as you can on the ground without arching as your legs are coming down. Okay, next one that I like to work on is called V-ups. So they look a little bit similar to leg raises, but you're going to bring up your upper body and your legs up at the same time and down at the same time. So come up, perfect, and back down, beautiful. One more. Up, squeeze your belly, and back down. Perfect. So the third one that we're going to work on today is planks. Everybody knows how to do planks. They have so many great benefits, not only for dance, but also to align your back if you have scoliosis. Again, to strengthen your core muscles. It has a lot of benefits, so I love planks. So Marissa, hold the plank for me for a second. Okay, arch your back. So many times students love to do this. They do like this U on the back. This is very, very bad for your spine. So you want to make sure your belly, exactly, you want to tuck your butt in and you want to tighten that belly. Think of it like a table. Like I should be able to put a plate of food and have dinner. Okay, so as long as it's flat like a table and you're engaging your core and your shoulder is right above your elbow. Okay, so now that we're done with all of the ab exercises, the next thing that I like to do is to work on our calves. I notice that a lot of dancers and a lot of my students, they do not have strong calves. So when you don't have strong calves, it's very hard for your calf to hold up your entire body in passe for 3, 4, 5 seconds, however long it takes you to get all of these pirouettes done. So if your calf muscles are not strong enough to hold up your body, you are just going to turn on flat, or you are going to fall out of it, or some students actually end up turning like this, like in a forced start. So I love to do calf exercises before starting to turn because it's going to strengthen your calves and it's going to help you to stay up on your highest releve. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to have Marissa just stand on the bar with your feet in parallel, and I like to do between 30 to 40 calf raises all together each leg. So for the first thing that you're going to do is just stand parallel, and you're just going to go up and down on releve. So highest releve, come back down. Highest releve, come back down. Highest releve, come back down. You don't want to put all of your weight on the bar. You want to make sure the bar is just there to help you balance. When you come up on your highest releve, you want to lock that knee, engage that quad muscle, engage that calf muscle, all the way up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Not bending and not swinging. So bring up your foot to passe. There you go. Ready? And go. All the way up, highest releve, and back down. 2 fingers on the bar. Yep, go ahead. All the way up and down. All the way up and down. What I like to do with my students is I have them facing the bar, feet in parallel, and I want you to step back onto your preparation. So when you're in your preparation, both of your legs are in plie, your back foot is in a complete forced arch, and you're gonna go from here up to releve and passe fast in 1 count. So go back down to your preparation, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Exactly. You want to practice this exercise over and over, going back onto your preparation, up into your passe, back into your preparation, up into your passe, quickly in 1 count. You want to step back into your prep, open your leg a little bit, Marissa. There you go. You want to make sure your feet are parallel. So there is a gap in between your knees. Cross over. So when you're like this is incorrect. So you want to make sure, go back, that there's an even gap, open a little bit more, there you go. You are completely parallel, meaning both knees are to the front, both toes and ankle are all the way to the front. Your back heel is completely up and off the floor, so not exactly all the way up. You want to go right there, and you want to have your weight of your body in the middle, a little bit more towards the front. I like to use a little bit more in the front, just to help my beginner students understand that you are going to push off of that back leg, push, and go up to your releve. So if you don't know how to squat, I want you to try just that exercise a couple of times. Do it again, Marissa, until you get comfortable. You're turning and you whip your head. So that means that your head is not going with your body, okay? Your eyes are forward, your head is staying to the front, and as you're turning, you whip. Before we start turning, you have to find your center. Finding your center is key to balancing. If you do not find your center, meaning balancing your entire body on 1 foot, if you do not have your center, you're gonna tip either to the right, to the left, to the back, or to the front. So what I like to do to find our balance is just holding that same position that we were holding on the bar, but with nothing to hold on. Ready? 5, 6, 7, go up on 1. Perfect. This arm is crucial to your turns. If this arm does not swing quickly to meet the other one in the middle, you are not going to have enough momentum to be able to turn. When you are doing your preparation, I'm going to be turning to the right now so you guys can see the difference. When you are doing your preparation, you cannot take all of this time to have your hands open and then end up putting your passe up when you are already halfway done with your turn. That is not going to work. The minute that you hit that quarter turn, meaning the minute that you turn a quarter to the side, either to the right or to the left, you have to already be in that position immediately. I'm ready to turn. So, for the video purposes, we're gonna be doing left turns, and we're gonna be working on Marissa's left turns, but this concept applies to both right pirouettes and left pirouettes. Okay, so now Marissa's going to demonstrate a single turn, landing with your feet on releve, hands in second. Ready? And go. Prep, turn, land, perfect, and back down. Now Marissa's gonna show us a double turn. So, same concept applies. You want to add a little bit more more momentum and pressure on that right arm that's closing, and you want to whip your head and spot a little bit faster, that's going to help you with your double turn. 5, 6, 7, go. Whip, whip, land. Perfect, and clean. Good. Next, spin that arm. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I want to show a perfect example now. Marissa didn't completely land her third turn, but it was a really good try. So what I want you to do is, if you're not landing your second turn, or if you're not landing your third or fourth or fifth or sixth turn, if you're really falling out of that last turn and you're not reaching your goal, I still need you to practice whipping around that second or third or fourth time, even if it's on flat, even if your hands fall. I don't want you to give up, because what's happening is you're training your body to hold your foot up into passe without just dropping it. Go, prep, turn. 1, 2, 3, land. Good. Solid turn. Yeah. All right, guys, so that was it. Those are all my tips and tricks and things for you to do at home so you can get your single pirouette, double, triple, quad, whichever one you're really working on. Again, the concept applies to everything. In the description down below, I am going to put an exact exercise and an exact routine for you to follow at home. If you really like this, let me know. Comment down below. Let me know if you want to see more of these, if these were helpful, if you want me to post more videos doing exercises like this. So just let me know, and thank you for watching.